Julie Walters?
What?
Did you meet your...
God's sake. What? Leave me alone. What do you want to know?
Well, didn't you meet you met your husband in a club, didn't
Mind
you?
your own business.
The whole concept of chat show falling apart. Mind you, why are you asking me all these questions?
I'm tired.
Downton comes along. Is that one of those things where you thought you were famous till you were in Downton?
No, I didn't think that at all. It's only since Downton that people seem to know, you know, who stopped me and asked me. But it's only since Downton, and that's television for you.
Yes, it's common.
It's television. But funnily enough, I was in Waitrose in Storrington, my favourite, and a little boy was at the checkout with his mother, and he kept looking at me. And I thought, what am I going to do about it? And he kept looking at me and looking at me. And I said, can I help you? And he said, it's all right, it'll come to me in a minute. I thought it was so sweet. So lovely. It'll come to me. Sweet.
But the people coming up to you now, like, because apparently Americans are very... Well, you know, they're not shy Americans.
No, well, no.
No.
But I don't go anywhere, really, where they can get at me.
But Julie, do you still go clubbing? Do you still cut a rug?
Do you know, I've never, ever been to a club in my life. What a terrible... Yes,
Judy,
quite.
Judi Dench.
Very sorry for me.
You lie like a rug.
Oh, do I?
Yes.
Never been to a nightclub?
Yes, you have.
Where?
I bumped into you in heaven.
Oh. Oh, yes, absolutely true.
No.
Fag hag.
They took us in. They took us in through the back door.
Wouldn't they?
Story of her life.
That is the only time.
Is that really the only time?
Yes.
Did you not have a nice night? You looked like you were having fun.
Yes, I think we did.
I'm gay and I've never been to heaven. I'm never getting there either, but Well, that's astonishing. Why were you there, for God's sake?
That's a good question, too.
I know the answer to that as well.
What was the question?
You were there to see Cher.
What?
You were there to see Cher, the singer Cher.
Oh, yes, that's right.
Here's a camera, right?
Yeah?
I'm talking to you.
Yeah.
So if I'm naturally talking to you, my two eyes are on you here and we're talking. In a camera, I move over to there and my other eye is in the camera, but I'm looking at you.
Ooh.
That's
Very
the
good.
trick.
Wow.
And you don't blink unless, you know, you've got something in your eye.
Yeah. I don't have to blink at all.
Marlene Dietrich told me that. Marlene Dietrich told me that, yeah. I was at a birthday party for Liza Minnelli, and her godmother was Marlene Dietrich. And then she saw me, and I was just sort of famous as Alfie or something, you know, and she knew who I was. And she said to me, she said, "You're supposed to be a movie star. Why are you dressed so scruffily?" And she started giving me a bollocking about dressing. And I thought, this is Marlene Dietrich, you know. And there was a buffet, and she said, "There's a buffet, let's have dinner." So I said, "Oh, OK, all right, OK." I said, "Come on then, we'll go and choose." She said, "No, you choose." I said, "What do you want?" She said, "Whatever you have, I'll have it." And then I sat down, and she said, "And another thing, you're using the wrong eyes." And then she told me that story. It's amazing. And then someone else said, "Never blink." People don't like that when you blink, no.
Never... What, keep them
Unless
open
there
or...
is a reason.
There's a reason.
Other
If
than
you've got-
having something, you can make comments.
Yeah.
With
I've talked to you without
blink,
blinking
you know.
the entire time.
Is it true you can still say it backwards?
Yes.
I can't say
Do you want to
forward.
hear it?
If you can.
If I can. What do you mean, if I can? Say
said Mary Poppins snippily.
Come on.
Docius aliex viestic fragicali rupus.
Helen, I read somewhere you talked about your least favourite kisser was, but I won't ask about that. But who was your best?
Please don't go there.
The best kisser? Ooh, gosh, what a difficult question. You mean stage you know, theatre. I mean, acting kisser.
It's all kissing.
No, it's not. Because, you know, that's what we, you know, we so often as actors, especially actually more in the theatre, but also in auditions for, you know, film things, you walk in and, OK, you have to immediately be very intimate. If it's not actually kissing, it's touching, it's hugging with someone who you've literally met 30 seconds ago. So, you know, we get to be able to do that, things that other people would just feel so embarrassed and weird. We have to be able to go there very quickly.
And it's really hard. It's really awful, isn't it?
That is very strange, though. When you, it's like you're done kissing somebody. Hi, I'm Paul. It is a very weird.
But Paul, your longest screen kiss was with someone very unlikely, wasn't it?
The most kisses I've had in a movie was with your hero, Jack Nicholson. Of all the,
Jack?
many times.
Can I lick your face?
Please do. He played my father in a film called How Do You Know, and the relationship that we had, that James L. Brooks, the director, wanted to portray was that of a very loving father and son. And no matter what kind of stress we were under or what the conflict in our relationship was, we would always kiss each other, hello and goodbye. And James Brooks likes to film a scene 70 times, if need be, or even if you don't need to, he'll still do it. So we just would always kiss.
On the lips?
Mm-hmm. It was great. But when I first met him, I was going to rehearse with Jack Nicholson, and I was very nervous because I'd never seen the man in person, let alone, you know, had never met him, and I was a huge fan. And when he showed up to the rehearsal, he walked in, he looked at me, grabbed me.
Wait, so you don't get any lipstick on it?
So this is what Jack Nicholson did. I was sitting on the couch. You're me, I'll be Jack Nicholson. And he came in, excuse me, Leslie.
Okay.
He came in, he walked in, he's...
Photograph of Ian as Coriolanus. Here we are.
Look at that.
Come on.
My Lord. Wolverine, eat your heart out.
Having said that, you do look great there, Ian, but check out Patrick Stewart. There you go. Yeah.
Well, you know.
You know? I have what you've got to look forward to.
But I'll tell you something you've been hearing about this amazing body. It is absolutely amazing. And a privilege to be so close. But, you know, Magneto, the character I used to play in this tired old franchise, was also pretty muscular, wasn't he? And he was. There you can see. Yeah. But the trick is that I am wearing underneath my costume a suit which is sculpted to look as if I've put all the effort as he has into it.
You knew that?
Huh?
Did you know that?
They said you've got to work out. McKellen's working out, you've got to work out.
I just put on the suit, and I'll tell you what, I've still got it at home. I didn't wear it on occasion. Why have you two got drinks and I don't?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Oh, would you like a drink? We've got red wine if you want.
Red wine.
Red wine. Oh, look at that. Psychic.
What?
Water and red wine.
Thank you.
Wow. Let's just shout out drinks and see if they show up.
Any nibbles?
Oh, we're doing that. We're doing all this.
Cheers, darling.
Cheers, cheers, cheers. Lovely to see you. Oh, look, people.
Well, and what's all this about you being circumcised?
Come on, you share the dressing room.
I know.
You know.
So, you worked together. You worked together on Broadway. You did 2 plays together on Broadway at the same...
So brilliant.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
You know, there are not many plays where there are 2 wonderful parts for actors of the same age. So you can go through your life never working with the people you admire and the people who you have an awful lot in common with. Shakespeare's not bad to that extent. But there are a few plays, and one of them is Waiting for Godot. There are 2 wonderful parts for people of the same age. And another one is No Man's Land by Harold Pinter, and we've done them both. And we've just finished doing No Man's Land in London. Though don't despair, if you missed it, you can catch it on NT Live. They record a performance.
Oh, the cinema, the being
and
to
show it in
cinemas.
cinemas. And
I have just had an idea.
What?
This is awesome. For some time now, I have been teasing Hugh, but getting more and more serious about a theatre job we might do together. Oh. I have been saying to this man for a long time, he should play Stephen Sondheim's Sweeney Todd. It is as if the role might have been written for him. Oh. And I add a rider that if he plays Sweeney Todd, I will, for a limited run, play the judge, which is a 2-scene role, but with 2 numbers, including a duet between the 2 of them. Who should play Mrs. Lovett?